Self-sabotage isn't a flaw. It's the unconscious pull of your comfort zone, keeping you stuck even when you're desperate for change. Let's map out a clear, actionable plan to overcome it. Step 1. Build deep self-awareness. Start by creating a sabotage journal. For 1 week, write down every instance where you avoid, procrastinate, or abandon actions tied to your goals. Notice the patterns. Maybe you skip workouts when it's cloudy, or you overeat when work gets hectic. This simple act of observation is the foundation for change. Perfectionists might stall when things aren't flawless, while those with low self-worth may sabotage when progress feels too good. Use your journal to pinpoint emotional and situational cues. Understanding these triggers helps you anticipate and outsmart them. Step 3. Interrupt sabotaging patterns. Use tools like the 5-second rule. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and act before your brain talks you out of it. Practice 30-second breathing exercises. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8 to calm your mind. Embrace the sacred pause, a moment of awareness between impulse and action, giving you power to choose differently. Step 4. Replace with new habits. You can teach a stop a bad airs to fill the void. If stress eating is your sabotage, keep healthy snacks like fruit or nuts handy. Use habit stacking. Pair a new habit with an existing one, like stretching after brushing your teeth. This makes new behaviors stick by anchoring them to routines you already do. Step 5. Create accountability systems. Track your progress with meaningful metrics, not just "I worked out," but "I felt energized and focused after." Pair internal accountability, self-check-ins, with external support, like a friend, coach, or group. Share your goals with someone who will cheer you on, making success feel collaborative and real. Handling relapses. Relapses are not failures, they're data. When you slip, ask, "What triggered this? What can I adjust?" Think of it as a learning curve, where each stumble refines your approach. Share stories like the entrepreneur who tanked their first business but used the lessons to thrive, or the dieter who learned stress was their real trigger, not hunger. Real stories and challenge. Consider Jane, who stopped launching her startup out of fear of outshining her peers, or Mark, who quit diets when compliments made him feel undeserving. Their stories show sabotage is human, but beatable. Your challenge: pick one area of sabotage. Apply these steps for 7 days and share your progress in the comments. Download our free tracking template at insert link. Conclusion: self-sabotage is universal, not a personal defect. With empathy and science-backed steps, you can rewrite your patterns. Join our community in the comments, share your chosen area, and let's support each other. Subscribe for weekly strategies to transform your life, one intentional step at a time. Share your choice in the comments. I'll personally respond to support you. Subscribe to Psycosophy and hit the bell for weekly science-based strategies. Your future self is cheering you on. 5 signs you're sabotaging your goals. Introduction. This video is a mirror to reveal the hidden ways you might be sabotaging your goals. We've all set out with big dreams, new career, healthier habits, better relationships, only to end up stuck, blaming life or bad luck. Ask yourself, in the past 2 weeks, how often did you pick busy work over your main priority? Sign 2. Paralyzing perfectionism. Perfectionism isn't about high standards, it as an excuse to avoid starting or finishing. You rewrite emails endlessly, research for months without acting, or ditch projects at 80% because they're not perfect. Take Sarah, who spent years planning her business but never launched. Embrace good enough to move forward. Sign 3. Negative internal dialogue. This is the voice that says, "You're not good enough," or "Why even try?" It's not just self-criticism, it's a pattern that justifies inaction. Notice thoughts like, "I always fail, so why bother?" Shift to a wise mentor voice that encourages growth. Write down one such thought today, see it for what it is. Sign 4. Sabotaging relationships or environments. You might cling to naysayers who discourage your goals or keep your space filled with triggers, like junk food while trying to eat healthy. Consider Lisa, who started fights with her partner whenever her career took off, feeling unworthy. Audit your circle and space. Do they support your growth? Sign 5. Creating unnecessary obstacles. You make simple goals impossibly complex. Think elaborate planners you never use or goals with endless prerequisites. It's like choosing a marathon before jogging a mile. Simplify. Start small and build. Reflect. Are you overcomplicating a goal right now? Conclusion and action plan. Which signs hit home? Pause and reflect with our self-check questions. If you spotted any, start breaking the cycle. Pick one sign and try one interruption strategy, like the 5-second rule or simplifying a goal. Recognizing these patterns is your first victory. Share your insights in the comments. How many signs did you spot? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Drop the number in the comments. No explanation needed. Subscribe to our channel Psycosophy and hit the bell to catch it. Like this video if it sparked an aha moment, and share it to help others. The psychology behind self-sabotage. Introduction. Self-sabotage isn't a personal failing. Your brain is outdated wiring trying to keep you safe, not thriving. This video breaks down the psychology behind it, using simple analogies to make the science clear and actionable. Let's demystify why you derail your own progress and how to stop. Neurological conflict. Your brain's limbic system, emotional fast, clashes with the prefrontal cortex, rational slow. Picture an elephant, emotions, and its rider, reason. The rider guides only when the elephant is calm. Stress or fear makes the elephant charge, dragging you into sabotage. Work with your emotions, not against them. Fear of success. Why fear success? It brings pressure, new identities, or even alienation. Take John, who flubbed big presentations when promotions loomed, scared he didn't deserve it. Fear of success ties to beliefs about what we're allowed to achieve. Journal. What success are you avoiding, and why? Imposter syndrome. This sneaky belief makes you feel like a fraud, so you sabotage to avoid being found out. Think of Emma, a brilliant coder who missed deadlines to dodge praise. It's common in those raised with mixed messages about worth. Reflect. When have you downplayed your wins? Identity attachment. Your self-image acts like a thermostat, pulling you back to normal when you change. If you see yourself as unlucky, you might tank opportunities to stay safe. Consider Mike, who quit running when he got fit, feeling it wasn't him. What identity holds you back? Social conditioning and secondary benefits. Family or cultural norms, like don't stand out, can embed sabotage. Plus, sabotage offers hidden perks. Avoiding risk, keeping familiar relationships, or staying in control. Reflect. What benefit does your sabotage protect? Conclusion. Understanding these mechanisms frees you to rewrite your patterns. Sabotage is your brain's clumsy attempt at protection. Now you can choose smarter strategies. Share in the comments which mechanism, fear, imposter syndrome, identity, resonates most? Call to action. Think of a recent sabotage moment. What mechanism was at play? Share it in the comments. Naming it is powerful. Subscribe to Psycosophy for weekly breakdowns of psychology into practical steps. Like and share if this helped you see yourself clearer. Personal transformation. Overcoming the fear of change. Introduction. Fear of change is hardwired. Our ancestors survived by avoiding risks, but today's changes are often opportunities. This video validates your fears while giving you tools to move through them. Think of your brain as old software navigating a new world. Let's update it with practical strategies. Manifestations of fear. Fear shows up physically, tension, fatigue, emotionally, anxiety, nostalgia, mentally, catastrophizing, overthinking, and behaviorally, procrastination, avoidance. Recognize these as your brain's alarm system, not truth. Journal. How does fear of change show up for you? Growth zone. Growth happens between your comfort zone, safe but stagnant, and panic zone, overwhelming. The growth zone is where discomfort fuels progress, like lifting weights just beyond your strength. Aim for small stretches, not leaps, to build confidence without panic. Gradual exposure. Don't dive into big changes, start tiny. If public speaking scares you, begin with eye contact, then a smile, then small talk. These micro steps rewire your brain for confidence. Try one small action this week and note how it feels. Constructive visualization. Imagine navigating your change, including obstacles and solutions, not just the end goal. Picture yourself handling setbacks with calm and tapping into support. This pre-programs your brain for success. Visualize one change scenario tonight. Cognitive reframing. Challenge fear-based thoughts. What's the evidence for this fear? Or what's the worst realistic outcome? Reframe. Change is dangerous. To change is a chance to grow. Write down one fear and reframe it today. Social support and beliefs. Seek courage amplifiers, people who lift you up. Identify limiting beliefs like, I can't handle uncertainty, and counter them with evidence from past successes. List 3 people who boost your courage and reach out to one today. Relapse and exercises. Returning to old patterns is normal, not failure. Create a relapse plan. If you slip, journal the trigger and adjust. Try the letter from future self exercise. Write advice from your future successful self. Share your insights below. Conclusion and plan. Fear doesn't vanish, it's about acting despite it. Start a 30-day plan. Pick one change, take micro actions, and track progress. Courage is action with fear, not without it. Share your 30-day goal in the comments. Call to action. Pick one change you've delayed, and take a micro action in 3 days. Share what you did in the comments. Subscribe to Psycosophy for videos on sustaining momentum. Like and share if this inspired you to face fear head-on. Habit change. Why we fail and how to succeed. Only 8% of people stick to their New Year's resolutions. Why? It's not weak willpower but a misunderstanding of how habits work. This video unpacks the science of habits, why we fail, and a proven system to succeed, so you can finally make lasting change. Habit loop. Habits follow a loop. Cue, routine, reward. Like a well-worn trail, they're automatic, saving brain power. Changing them means carving new paths with intention. Identify one habit's cue, routine, and reward today to understand its grip. Why we fail. Unrealistic timelines. Forget the 21-day myth. Habits take 18 to 254 days to form, averaging 66. Patience is key. Set a realistic timeline for one habit you want to change, and track progress without rushing. Too many changes, willpower is like a battery, it drains fast. Changing multiple habits at once overwhelms it. Focus on one habit at a time, like drinking water daily before adding more. Pick one habit to start small with today. Missed triggers. Habits stick because of hidden cues, not just the action. Binge eating might stem from boredom, not hunger. Use your journal to track when and why a habit kicks in. Identify one trigger for a habit you want to change. Weak rewards. Old habits give instant rewards. New ones often don't. If exercise feels unrewarding, add a small celebration, like a fist pump or tracking a streak. Design an immediate reward for a new habit you're building. Unsupportive environment. Your space shapes your habits. Keep junk food out to eat healthier, or set workout clothes by your bed. Change one thing in your environment this week to support a new habit. Success system. Start tiny, do one push-up daily to build consistency. Use habit stacking. After coffee, I'll meditate for 1 minute. Reward yourself immediately, like marking a calendar. If you slip, never miss twice, resume the next day. Case studies and templates. Meet Alex, who built a writing habit by stacking 5 minutes after breakfast, or Mia, who ran daily by keeping shoes by the door. Use our free templates at insert link to map triggers, stack habits, and track progress. Conclusion. Habits change when you work with your brain, not against it. Start small, stack smart, and reward often. Pick one habit, apply this system for 21 days, and share your progress in the comments. You've got this. Call to action. Choose one micro habit and stack it on an existing routine. Share it in the comments. Subscribe to Psycosophy for accountability strategies next week. Like and share if this gave you a plan to succeed.